Rick, you ready to do this?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. The title of this one is the Optimist Award. So when I was in the eighth grade, I was like a lot of students at my school. We were trying to do our best academically, and it was an academically accelerated school, all built on trying to get you into the high school that was going to be college preparatory, so that you get to the best college, and where I grew up in Tennessee. And there was quite a bit of competition for grades. It wasn't really spoken, but we all looked at each other's grades and what each other were, how we were performing on tests, on report cards, and so forth. And one day, we had an award show. I wasn't very excited about going because in the eighth grade year, while I was in the top 10%, the only people that got an award were the top 3% in our school for this night. So I was disappointed that I didn't get that. And one of my good friends did get the award. And so I had to acknowledge, like, man, this kid is smarter than me. This kid outperformed me. And I wasn't jealous or envious at all. I'm just like, man, he's gifted academically. And my mom, a night before, did something that the awards show, she did something that she typically doesn't do. And I didn't know why. But she was taking me to get a new pair of dress shoes to wear with, slacks and a shirt or a tie. And I had shoes. I mean, they were older, but I had shoes, and I didn't understand why we were, going to get shoes. But she said, "I'm going to get you a pair of shoes." So we went to the store. I remember getting these shoes. I think we went to Forsham's, and I got some shoes. And we go to the award show ceremony that night, and they're going through all the awards, all the academic awards and things like this. And then the last award of the night, they give this big speech for. I'm half listening. I heard something called the Optimist Award, and although it was in eighth grade, I hadn't heard that term a lot, so I really didn't know what it was. And so I'm sitting in the audience with everyone else, clapping, but also like, man, I got to do better. I want to be in that 3% next year, as in my last year at this middle school. And they finished reading the description of the award about it's for students, for one student in the whole school who has exemplified, a very positive attitude. They've been kind and respectful. They've sought to stay after class and help the teacher. They've been helping other students, never complaining, just really showing up in a different way. I guess this nowadays they would say high emotional intelligence. And as they finished the description, they called my name. And they said, Keith, you've won the award. My mom, they must have told my mom sometime before, so she knew that she needed to make time to get off work early so that we can get to this award thing. And I had no clue. And so I got the award. And it was kind of like an out-of-body experience. I just remember myself like not walking to the stage, but on the stage, crossing the stage, people clapping, and then me walking down, like not knowing what to make of it.
Uh,
The reason I tell this story is back then, the only thing that I valued or saw as important was, are you working hard to get A's in school? The straight A's in school was going to lead to scholarship offers to get to college. It was going to also lead to some of the best jobs, which at the end of it meant hopefully a successful career with a lot of you ascending the corporate ladder and making a ton of money. Like that's what it meant. Like that was a tracked on. What I didn't know that there was something that was more valuable to me than that. And I didn't know it at the time because I didn't value it. And what that was this high emotional intelligence. It was this way that you treat other people that I didn't know. So the very thing that I minimized was the one thing that I was awarded for or recognized for. And as I, have gotten older and older, I have put less emphasis on the things that society says, are important traits or achievements along the way for you to be successful and happy in life. And I've put more of my attention on cultivating these other things, like your ability to handle situations that seem daunting, your ability to have conversations and address conflict in a constructive way that doesn't that doesn't erect walls but builds bridges. The ability to keep an open heart to people that don't have an open heart to you. To be steadfast in your commitment to be unconditionally loving and kind to everybody. Like those are the things I value now, and those are the things that I spend time, cultivating in myself. So I just it's just interesting that I received an award back in eighth grade when I was 13 or 14 years old that I didn't put much stock in. And now that's where I put, almost all my stock in. There's tons of people that are smart, that are achievers in terms of how we um, deem success, but are they happier? Are they making other people happier? Now they may be helping other people be successful and things like that. Like that may be occurring, but are they happier and helping other people be happier or creating the opportunity for that to happen? Not many are. And you can be both. You can totally
Yeah.
be both. Um, I,
Keith,
I
that
just
is,
I'm just super grateful that I have this recognition and that the last 10 years of my life have really been oriented toward cultivating, you know, the Optimist Award within myself.
mm,
Your thoughts, Rick?
man, that's a beautiful story. That's a wonderful, wonderful story, Keith. And I'm not surprised that you won it in eighth grade. I mean, talk about where you started from and how you've developed and where you came from. But my goodness, you had those seeds in you already at 13 or 12 or whatever you were when you won that award. You know what impresses me most about that? What really impresses me most is that it was inadvertent. You were being awarded for something that you took for granted, that's how you showed up in the world. You showed up as this kid who was respectful and honest and kind. It wasn't because you wanted to win an award or get in college or make a lot of dough. You had no aspirations for whatever the end game that might lead to, unlike academics, which, as you explained, goes on to be corporate success and all of that. This was just a natural way of living. And that leads into my second comment, which is I hope you thank your mother because
I did.
the reason you were there and the reason you got that and the reason you were optimistic and had those seeds that today continue to grow, help you and help others who know you, came from your mother.
Wow, Rick, thank you. Yes, I tell her this, all the time, about people wanting to meet her because I'll share they'll comment about the way that I show up, and I say, well, it's Dora, my mom, and it's like I got to meet Dora, and yes, so I thank her all the time with how she has blessed me, and like you said, like I didn't even know the award existed, and if somebody would have said something back in eighth grade that, hey, you won this award, I was like, I don't want that award. I want the award for being
Yeah, that's right.
the
Get the
top
hell out
three,
of here.
yeah, in the top 3%. That's how, unconscious I was in terms of what really is going to make me happy and feel fulfilled and all those things. And now, I totally got it. And I'm super grateful. And like you said, I didn't even know I was doing those things, and I'm just super grateful, Rick. So thank you. I love you. Great shows today. Thank you.
I love you, Keith. You're an amazing human, and you do such great work. Mayo's lucky to have you.
Great. Thank you, Rick. I love you.
Adios.
Adios.